guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Mykaela, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a first impression and review on the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealers. Now, the Tarte Shape Tape is my all-time favorite concealer, so I'm really excited to do a first impression of these concealers and let you know how I find them in comparison to the Shape Tape as well. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. So for this first impression and review, I am going to use products that I would normally use every day, products that I know already work for me and already last really well on my skin. That way this is the only new product that I'm trying out, so I can really make a good judgment on whether I think it is a good product or not. So I have already put my skincare products on and I've already put my brows on as well. I do love the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It is my favorite and I do use it every day. So I am going to put this concealer to the test and see if it can live up to the Tarte Shape Tape. As you guys can see, which I will zoom you in, I do get really blue and purple inner corners, and then I also have a bit of discoloration on my eyelid as well. I don't like to go to the extreme of using color correctors and all of that. I just like a concealer that's full coverage, that can cover everything without making me like crease underneath the eyes or be too matte that you just look like an old grandma essentially. So I'm just going to start by applying my foundation and then we will move on to see how the concealer works. I'm just going to tuck my hair behind my ear. Look a little bit ugly for a second, but that's okay. On, it kind of highlights the darkness under my eyes and makes me look a little bit crazy, so don't mind that, but I feel like it's a good thing because then we can really see how this concealer works and what exactly it covers. I bought 3 shades, so I bought Cotton Candy, Granola and Graham Cracker. This is what the packaging looks like, so they come in a little like squeezy tube. I'm just going to swatch the 2 shades on the back of my hand just to see what colour is going to be best for me. So I think I might go with the middle shade and I think I will try Granola, and then if I need a little bit more highlighting then I might just add the other colour as well. So this is usually about the same amount that I would apply with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I may even go with a little bit more product with the Shape Tape. With the Shape Tape. It's early morning, so don't mind me. I'm still waking up and I'm still drinking my coffee, so. All right, I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to blend this in. Wow, that's a lot of coverage. It almost feels, it felt a lot thinner in consistency than what the Tarte Shape Tape does, but as I'm blending it in, it feels thicker. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe it's because I feel like it's setting quite quickly. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to use a little bit of the lighter color, just because it's not highlighting as much. So I might just try putting a tiny bit of the Cotton Candy. Okay, I'm really liking it so far. Now, I don't feel like it's given me as much coverage right in this inner corner here. I don't know if it's maybe because I haven't applied as much product as I usually would with the Shape Tape, so I'm just going to try and build it up a little bit more. That way I'm giving it a fair chance. Okay, that's a lot better. That's amazing. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my concealer brush and I'm going to start carving out the brows. conceal. I never carve out the top of my brow using concealer. I always like to use foundation just because concealer is a little bit fuller in coverage as well, and I don't like it to be too thick above the brow, and also because of the color. Usually your concealer is a slightly lighter color, whereas I don't like to highlight or draw attention to the top of my brow. So I'm just going to use the Huda Beauty foundation and outline the top. Okay. Wow, that looks really, really nice. I'm just going to do the other eye now. And I'm definitely glad that I started and just did the one eye and then I'm moving on, because this product does set super quickly. So I feel like it would have just like dried up in that area before I had blended it if I had put the product on both eyes at the same time. Going to dot a little bit of cotton candy. Liking how it's looking so far. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly complete my eyes, and then we will go ahead and we will set everything in place and finish off the rest of the makeup. So I've just quickly finished my eyes off camera. I have left the under eyes just so we can see how everything sets. I'm going to zoom you in and show you guys how it's looking so far. Let's move on to setting the skin. Before I set my skin, I always like to go back in with my beauty blender one last time and just smooth anything out and smooth out any creases before I set everything, just so that when you do set the product, it's setting the product while it's super smooth. Okay, so when I set my under eyes, I don't like to bake my translucent powder. I just like to use it just to actually set the eye in place. I just apply it like that and then, yeah, blend all the product away. I don't like to leave it sitting there so that it's super thick or anything. And immediately it's making the skin look really smooth. I do have the Huda Beauty translucent powder to try out, but I'm going to try that out in another video because I have a few of her products to try out for the first time. So I want to do that all in the one video. So now I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade C4 with a big fluffy brush and just set the rest of my skin. Alright, so now that I've set my skin, everything is looking really nice at the moment. Everything is looking pretty smooth on my skin, so I'm just going to quickly finish everything off and then show you guys how everything looks all together. Alright guys, let me check back in with you in a few hours and I'll let you know how everything is looking on the skin. So the time right now is 9:39. I have a few things to do today, so I'll be out for the next few hours or so. So I will check back in with you guys shortly and let you know how everything is looking. Hey guys, so unfortunately I deleted the footage of my check-in where I showed you how the makeup and concealer was holding up after a few hours of wear. I don't know how I managed to delete the footage, but I did, and this is where I explained my final thoughts on the product and whether I would recommend it. So I thought I would just quickly sit down again and let you guys know. So the concealer lasted really well on my skin. To be honest, it lasted all day and all evening until I took it off. It held up really well. The Tarte Shape Tape always holds really well on my skin. It doesn't crease. It always sits really smoothly, and the Huda Beauty was pretty much like on par. So it definitely had a big thumbs up from me. If you are in the market for a new concealer, I would definitely recommend giving this one a go. And yeah, that is pretty much my final thoughts on the product. you guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed my first impression and review on the Overachiever Concealer. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye!